Thank you, Kathy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nashville Now. Tonight is the moment of truth. If you've been watching the show this week, you know that we have followed all of the preliminary action leading up to tonight's big fight between the champion, James Buster Douglas, and Evander Holyfield, who, by the way, is unbeaten in the fight game. And that fight will be getting underway, I think, tonight, just about the time this show is over, from the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas. And a little later on in this program, we will continue our Starcatcher reports and hopefully be able to give you an update on the fight. And we also... Killer, I've heard of sports fans who really get into it, but don't you think this is taking it a little too far?
I've only got a minute, boss. I'm in training.
What are you training for, Killer? In one of the new dance shows here at Opryland?
No, I'm taking on the winner of the big fight tonight.
You're what? You mean to tell me that you've challenged the winner of the heavyweight championship fight?
Yep.
Killer, I don't know how to tell you this, but I really don't think you could punch your way out of a paper bag. I mean, excuse me. Come over here, Killer. Look at these muscles. This physique. About as flabby as one of Jerry Clower's old sports coats.
You better watch out, Ralph. Norm the Killer Frazier. I dance like a buttercup, and I sing like a bee.
Killer,
You better hurry.
Don't you mean dance like a butterfly and sting like a bee? Anyway, I'll tell you what. Just to prove a point, I'm going to let you take your best shot in front of all these people. Okay?
Are you sure, Ralph?
Yeah. Why don't you just take your best shot right into my old solar plexus, right here. Come on, show me Show me how tough you are.
You asked for it.
All right, fire away. Here we go.
I gotta get back to my training, Ralph.
Killer, you hurt me. Killer, I'm not kidding. You hurt me. Anyway, here's a gal who's a real knockout. Do you like that transition? Here's a gal who's a real knockout. Would you please welcome Miss K.T. Oslin?
Come next Monday, I'm gonna
on the show. That's the new single?
It is indeed the new single.
Come next Monday?
Come next Monday. She's going to become perfect.
Is this
Everything's going to work just great.
Is this your third album?
This is my third album. It's about to come out next week or something.
First 2 albums went platinum.
Yep.
You're on a roll.
Well, let's hope so.
Well, are all the tunes you're singing tonight from the new album?
Yes, they are. Yes.
You're going to close with You Call Everybody Darling?
Yeah, that's an old song. It's one of 2 songs on the album that I didn't write. I had an encounter in New York with a cab driver that caused that song to come about. Wouldn't you love to hear it?
Yes, I would.
I was in New York to close out my apartment that I used to have there. They took it away from me this spring. So I did a lot of last time New York kind of things, and on the way out to the airport I had a lot of time to kill. So my friend and I, we got in just a regular cab and took a regular cab to the airport like the old days. And we both had, you know, southern accents, and this guy was like I've had a lot of cab drivers in New York. I lived there for 21 years. And this man was a psycho. And I got him for my last cab driver, which was really appropriate. So we get out there, and he starts pulling all this stuff. And to make a long story short, we had a really, really nasty scene. And at one point in the heat of the moment, I called him darling. And he went nuts. I mean, he went nuclear. And when I got back to Nashville, I stewed about this event for a couple of days because it really was very unpleasant, and I don't like that.
What really upset him?
The word darling. It upset him that I was not from out of town in reality, and I was not going to fall for. He was trying to pull a fast one on me, unfortunately, and I knew about it, and I didn't go for it. It enraged him. He hated women. He hated everybody.
How did you address him when you use the word darling?
How did I address him?
What was the phrase that set him off?
Well, darling, you have to do what I've paid you to do.
Did he curse you?
Which is the law. I mean, once they take you in the cab, they can't say, well, I don't want to take you so-and-so. They cannot argue with you. Then the customer is right, and that was the case. And
did he want to dump you?
He wanted to dump me. He wanted us to get out and walk and carry bags. He wanted us to, you know, he was just giving us a whole line of bull, and I didn't fall for it. It got really ugly. At any rate, I got back to Nashville, and I started thumbing through some old sheet music, and I saw that song, You Call Everybody Darling. And I said, this is an omen. I'm going to turn a very nasty affair into a money-making affair. And we liked that just fine.
I saw you. I was watching television one night, and I saw you in a dramatic role.
Yes.
You had no makeup on.
I had some dirt on my face and no makeup.
You were out of doors. What was that?
That was Paradise.
Right. I thought you did a good job.
Thank you.
What is acting in your future?
Well, it might be. I mean, I don't have any plans. I don't have any concrete things. We might try to do something a little later. Right now, I'm trying to just get this third album off the ground. I'd like to do some a little later, but not right now.
Okay. Did it bother you to go in front of the cameras with no makeup and dirt all over you?
At first it did. I thought, oh my goodness, no one wants to be seen like this. But it really fit the character, and their attention to detail on that show was really authentic. And so people were dirty. I mean, how could you not be dirty jumping around on a buckboard for days, you know, traveling around in the dust? How could you arrive in town with this hairdo and lip gloss going, hi, I'm here to shoot the coward?
On tonight's show, in addition to K.T. Oslin, there's Mark Gray. George Lindsey is here, and he has brought somebody very special with him, George Lindsey Jr., and they've never been on a television show together. Aaron Tippin is here, and then we're going back to the Mirage Hotel for another report on the fight, and we do have an interview tonight with Buster Douglas. I know that because we've already taped it, so that'll be coming up as well. That's all. We'll be right back.
The temperature never drops below Xerex. That's important to remember at a time like this, when it's very dark and very cold. Ah, you did remember Xerex Antifreeze. The temperature never drops below Xerex.
For 2 years, I waited for Mike Tyson. Then Buster Douglas come out of nowhere and flatten him. They said Buster got a good left jab and a big right hand, and that what made him the champ. I said it was luck.
We'll see.
Douglas versus Holyfield for the heavyweight title. It's the moment of truth, and the truth is gonna hurt.
Exclusively on pay-per-view and closed-circuit TV.
You know how it is when you ask,
"Where's your other sock?"
I don't know.
"My pen?"
I forget.
"Your hamster?"
I don't remember.
But give them the memory game.
I can match this flower with this flower. I can match this bee with this bee.
Kids have amazing memory skills, and developing them helps learning. That's why there are 5 different memory games so your kids can have fun as they grow out of one and into another.
Have you had your bath yet?
I can't remember.
The memory games from Milton Bradley.
I vote for best starring role in your freezer, Klondike ice cream bars. There's drama. Rich vanilla ice cream against thick chocolate coating. There's action, fighting the chocolate. Intrigue, licking the ice cream. Suspense, will you have to share it? And if somebody tries to grab my Klondike, a great chase scene. If you like this review, you'll love the bar. No one puts chocolate and ice cream together like Klondike. Take it from Gene Shalit.
Introducing Campbell's Cream of Broccoli Soup. It makes simple taste spectacular. Makes a broccoli bake everybody takes. Makes chicken broccoli divine. Because Campbell's new Cream of Broccoli starts as a very good soup.
With energies focused and nerves in check, the best young riders from the U.S. and Canada compete for $250,000 in scholarship monies. From riding, roping, and wrestling to a bull's-eye view, the world's top collegiate men and women tackle their events with sheer determination and courage. All for first place at the College National Finals Rodeo, 11:30 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern, only on TNN Sports Sunday.
Okay. Now we're going to bring you act number 2. Coming out of shoot number 2 tonight, very good singer, and we're happy to welcome him back to the show. Would you please say hello to Mark Gray? Hi, Mark.
Darling, we're still making love, but it's only in my dreams. I won't ever give you up, because you mean too much to me. Yes, it's true, you broke my heart, broke it time and time again, but I always fall apart, laying where your love's been, on the left side of the bed. There's a lot of real good memories we used to lay away. Lies a pillow cornerstone, and I swear I feel the fire. It's flaming up inside me. And on the left side of the bed is right where you belong. side of the bed lies the man you left alone. On the left side of the bed is right where you belong.
Mark, welcome to the show. Have a seat. Hey. Mark, first of all, let me say happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Wow.
It was yesterday, wasn't it?
It was yesterday, and today is my son's birthday. Do you know how nervous you can get singing after this woman?
I admit it's a tough act to follow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but you remembered all your words.
Well, I didn't have the buzz.
You didn't have the buzz. Hopefully we'll never have the buzz again.
That's
right, boys?
Yeah, Katie, I wish you'd quit coming to this show with a buzz on.
In any shape, form, or fashion,
You know whose birthday this is? We should mention this. This is Cousin Minnie Pearl's birthday. So Minnie, if you're watching,
yes,
happy birthday to you. My Friday night girlfriend.
Oh.
One sweet lady.
I have a note here that you once tried to get George Lindsey's autograph.
Oh, I did.
And you were not successful.
I wasn't successful, no.
Maybe tonight we can make up for lost time. Where were you?
I was a little tyke singing on a telethon in Jackson, Mississippi, and George was the celebrity to the event. It was the March of Dimes, I think. And, we had a big time. I know that he was busy talking to somebody, and I'm like, can I have your autograph? You know, but that was a while back. I didn't realize how long it was till I got to thinking about it.
See, as a kid, I once went to a record store and got Tex Ritter's autograph. Stood in line for probably half an hour to get his autograph, not realizing that years later I would work with him. But I carried that in my wallet for years. Did you ever do that, KT? Did you ever stand in line to get somebody's autograph?
No, I didn't, but I have a little autograph book that a dear friend of mine made for me. He's a bookbinder and illustrator of books, and he made this little, it's literally about 1.5 inches long and about 3/4 of an inch wide, so everybody's going to have to write very small. And I just got it the other day, and I would like you to sign it this evening if you would.
Oh, I'd love to.
Brought a gold pen and everything.
You're going to take this on the road and
take it on the road?
And
I don't see anybody famous on the road.
Well, I mean, don't you work on the road with other acts?
That's a great idea, Ralph. Yeah, I do. I forgot it last week when I worked with Mr. Roy Rogers, you know.
And you had that long tour with Ricky Van Shelton?
Yes, I did. I could have gotten his autograph.
Yeah.
I just got the book last week.
Have you ever successfully asked for an autograph?
I don't think so. I think I quit after that.
Oh, you mean George? Did George wound you?
Yeah, I didn't even go after that.
Tonight we have to obtain George Lindsey's autograph.
Great. I'll give him a picture.
After all, huh?
I'll give him one of me.
Well, he may not want a picture of you, Mark, but we'll at least get his autograph.
Great. Thank you.
You know, I think he'll do that. All right. I'm just kidding you about your picture.
Right.
Pictures, you going to give me a picture?
Well, sure.
Okay.
Just happen to have one with your name on it.
All right. We'll all sign your book, too.
Yes.
We'll launch your autograph book right here.
I want to give her a picture or get a picture from you.
We'll all get pictures, autographs, and goodies.
Right. Goodies. Powders.
Well, heck, why don't we just all go out and have a party?
Well, let's leave it.
Goodies Extra Strength Headache Tablets contain the 2 pain relievers doctors recommend most. The same formula that has made Goodies the South's #1 headache powder.
The #1 thing you like about the South?
The friendliness.
We love you, Minnie.
It'd have to be the people.
And what's your #1 headache powder?
Goodies.
It's not without reason people have made Goodies #1.
Goodies?
Because Goodies combines the 2 pain relievers doctors recommend most.
Why, Goodies, of course.
And it's one of the few things most of us can agree on. Goodies, the South's #1 headache powder.
I'm James Buster Douglas. I'm the heavyweight champion, because I knocked out Mike Tyson.
Oh, what an uppercut from Douglas. Tyson's in deep trouble.
Some people think it was luck. Evander Holyfield thinks it was luck. He thinks he's the next champion. He's right about one thing. He's next.
Douglas versus Holyfield for the heavyweight title. It's the moment of truth, and the truth is gonna hurt.
Exclusively on pay-per-view and closed-circuit TV.
Kids don't worry about cholesterol. They don't care about fat or even think about tropical oils. They just want something sweet. So you have to worry about all the things they don't. That's why Hostess created Light Twinkies and cream-filled cupcakes. They're 94% fat-free with no cholesterol or tropical oils, which will put your mind at ease, even if your kids couldn't care less. Hostess, the sweet snacks you can say yes to.
Oh, the Greens from Abilene love meatballs with cremette spaghetti. For the Deweys from St. Louis, get that macaroni ready. It fills them with a feeling that's as good as it can get. That's why America's having a love affair with Cremette.
Cremette, America's pasta. Cooks up perfect, doesn't stick, and keeps bringing folks together.
It fills them with a feeling that's as good as it can get. That's why America's having a love affair with Cremette.
Is 20 minutes too long to wait for the slow-cooked taste of long-grain rice? It is now. This is Minute Premium, a different kind of rice from Minute. Slow-cooked taste in 5 fast minutes. Minute Premium long-grain rice.
This Halloween, Barbara Mandrell is bewitching. You're in for a treat with Barbara Mandrell and the Mandrell Sisters Halloween Show, Wednesday on TNN.
Now here is one of the most famous faces in America. Would you welcome George Goober Lindsey? Hi, George.
How you doing?
George, would you sit down and sign this for Mark Gray?
No,
He's been trying
I beat you to it.
Huh? Let me see it. To Mark, I'm... Mark, there's your autograph.
George, thank you.
Mark,
look at this.
Don't ever ask me for one again.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just such a little boy, so thank you very much. And I'm still a little boy.
I'm glad that you have that. You can put that right in your wallet.
I will. I'll do that. The wallet isn't big enough.
Albums and some pictures in the car.
Well, great. Thank you, George. Thank you very much.
George, how you doing?
All right.
All right.
I want to ask you something.
All right.
Do you know how to sell a chicken to a deaf farmer?
How to sell a chicken to a deaf farmer?
You want to buy a chicken?
Is that the joke you said you had for me tonight?
Not much of one.
I ran into George backstage, and he says, "I got this new joke," but he said, "I'll wait and tell you out front."
Well, that's
I'm ready.
it. Yeah,
that's it?
That's it.
Okay, George.
Moving right along.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show, George, and you know what? I'll come back here.
I have been goobering it all over. We've been October the 3rd was the 30th anniversary of the Andy Griffith Show, and we had a big show on TBS, and we had a big thing in Charlotte with all the cast, and now we're finishing our 23rd year of Hee Haw.
1960 was when the
Andy
Griffith Show started.
Mm-hmm.
How many years did how many years was it on the first time?
Oh, you mean
the first run?
8 years.
So the first
60
run?
to 68.
Okay.
248 shows.
How many?
248.
How many are you on?
I did 101 Griffiths and 60 Mayberries plus the picture, which, but, well, that's 160.
Mayberry RFD was the spinoff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. George, were you ever allowed to ad-lib in that show?
Not a word. Not a word. We worked on the scripts. On Thursdays, we shot Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we worked on the scripts, and then you memorized it on the weekend, and you did it word for word, comma for comma.
Was it done in front of a live audience?
Not a soul. Would have been better if we'd had an audience, probably. People didn't know what we were doing.
Of course, you had many outdoor scenes.
Well, we had a little
street
town
scenes.
of Mayberry. We had the Mayberry Street, and you know, you shoot the outside stuff, but you don't ever shoot in sequence. So you shoot out of sequence, and we go out and do all the outdoor stuff and going into the houses and all that, and then we go back in the studio and shoot as we come in the door or what have you. You know, we had Goober's filling station and all that, but we shot about 32,000 feet of film, and what you saw edited was 1,200 feet.
This was the 30th anniversary that you celebrated.
30 years with Andy, a Mayberry reunion.
Wow.
And you know, what everybody wanted me to do is the first show I ever did, and that was the impersonation of Cary Grant, which went, Judy, 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 Judy. And then Edward G. Robinson, all right, you guys, okay, you guys, let's go, you guys.
Now, did they write that for you, or did you have input into the script?
No, I never knew Cary Grant or Edward G. Robinson.
No, I mean, were these your ideas?
Well, it was my impression, because that's kind of how I thought Cary Grant would sound like.
I mean, would you go to the producer or the script writer and say, I have this idea?
No, I sewed my fingers together. That was from Jasper, Alabama, my home.
Show them how you do that.
You go. That's called sewing your fingers together.
We have somebody else very special tonight, and he's never been on this show, and he's never been on any show with his father. Would you please welcome George Lindsey Jr. Do we call him Little George?
Did you hear the little bit?
Yes, I heard that. Now, I understand that you're an actor.
Yes, I am.
Where do you ply your trade?
Where do I vie my trade?
Now, where do you do your acting?
I have a couple commercials out right now, a couple national commercials.
Which are?
One for micro-age computers, which I just got the contract renewed again for the 3rd year.
Great, congratulations.
And another one for a company called Temporary Heroes, which is a medical and technical temp company that plays all during this week, national.
You mean temporary employment?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever tried to emulate your father?
I've tried, but there's only one.
Do you know? Do you know his routines?
Like the back of my hand.
Yeah, I guess you probably have heard them more than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Did you used to go to the Griffith set?
Not very often. Mostly I stayed home, and he'd come home from work, and no, I didn't really go that often. And if I did, I was too young to really remember it. So
I used to take him to the bank, and when he's real little, and I taught him a routine, and you can tell him what it.
He'd set me. I was about 5 years old, and we'd go to the bank, and he'd set me up on the counter next to the teller. Of course, I didn't even understand the joke, and he'd say, "Who was that lady I saw you with last night?" And I'd say, "That was no lady. That was my brother-in-law, and we're all sick about it." Early shtick.
Well, he was the ventriloquist, and you were supposed to be the dummy.
The dummy, yeah.
When did you decide you wanted to be an actor?
Being raised around it, you know, I guess I've always wanted to be a performer. And once I got into college, I just started studying theater.
Where'd you go to college?
Texas Christian University in Fort Worth, Texas.
How many? Oh, we've got some.
Horned frogs, yeah.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have one sister.
And that's the family.
That's the family.
What's her name?
Camden.
Do you go by the name George?
Yeah.
Anybody ever call you Little Goober?
All the time. In Texas, I had the nickname Gooba Son.
Oh.
Gooba Son.
George, he's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, and his stuff's better than mine, too.
We're going to take a little break here. We're talking to George and George Jr. We'll be right back.
Y'all stick around. We're having a great time. Be right back with more of Nashville Now, live on the Nashville Network.
A little cheddar makes plain chili taste better. But take the cheddar cheese away,
Hey. So add a little cheddar cheese and add a lot of taste. Yeah, cheese makes all the difference.
When things get tough, remember, Shake and Bake makes it easy to treat your family to plump, juicy pork chops without frying. Why fry? Shake and Bake.
Real name was Brenda Gale Webb, but she became famous as Loretta Lynn, Brenda Lee, or Crystal Gale. Think you know? Call 1-900-FUN on TNN and test your knowledge of country music trivia. You could win great prizes. Each call costs 95 cents per minute.
Keep track of the hottest country acts around by calling 1-900-FUN on TNN. Your concert connection to your favorite country stars. Find out who's performing when and where. Each call costs 95 cents per minute.
Portland, Oregon, the city of roses. And on the next Side by Side, we'll tour this beautiful timberland country and even take a trip where Lewis and Clark once explored on the Columbia River Gorge. Saturday on TNN.
Most days, it seems that generating electricity is pretty easy. That's because most days it's always there. And even during times when thunderstorms, high winds, or ice storms interrupt your electric service, it's surprising just how quickly it's restored. Most people never think about electricity because it's always there. At Iowa Power, we're working hard to keep it that way.
So you finally decided to make the big move. At Budget Car and Truck Rental, we care and want to help you make moving a little easier. For just $29.99, we can rent you one of our easy-to-drive moving trucks with automatic transmission, easy loading ramp, all at affordable new low rates. Let Budget help you move it yourself and save. Budget has the right size truck for you. In Council Bluffs, call 348-0455 today.
Okay, this is RCA's night. KT is here, of course. This young man is over at RCA. He is new over there. And I understand at one time he appeared on TNN on the program You Can Be a Star. We'll tell you more about that. Would you please welcome Aaron Tippin.
If it came along, everyone who knew him knew which side he'd be on. He never was a hero of this county's shining light, but you could always find him standing up for what he thought was right. He'd say, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you fall for anything. Now we might have been better off or on a bigger house if Daddy had done more giving in or a little more backing down. But we always had plenty just to live in his advice. Whatever you do today, you'll have to sleep with tonight. He'd say you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. I know things are different than they were in Daddy's day, but I still believe what makes a man really hasn't changed. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand something, or you'll fall for anything.
That's Aaron Tippin. Hello, Aaron. Welcome to our show. That's your new record?
Yeah, that's our new first single.
The title is what?
You've got to stand for something. We're getting a little airplay on it. Matter of fact, I just finished up another video. I just came in a couple hours ago from California working on the second single, so we're letting this one move up. That's the best we can go with it.
When did it come out?
The release on it was September.
So it's been out a month.
Yeah, that's right. We're in our third week in the charts, I think.
You're from where?
South Carolina.
And you can prove it, can't you?
I can prove it.
I was told that you have a tattoo.
Oh, right.
Of South Carolina.
Well, I do. I'm very proud of that.
Where is it?
Where is it? No, it's on my arm.
Let's see it.
You want to see it?
Oh, yeah.
Na-na-na-na.
Oh, you want some music? Some tattoo?
I'll show him the tattoo.
Let's see.
I'm real proud of it. I get my sleeve up.
How long have you had this tattoo?
I've had it for about 6 or 7 years.
Is that a palmetto tree?
That's my palmetto tree. It's a palmetto tree.
Which is native or indigenous to South Carolina.
That's exactly right.
I think that may be a first. I don't think we've ever had anybody show their tattoo on Nashville
Now.
Now.
Okay.
George, you don't have a tattoo, do you?
No, I just thinking I wish I had an arm that big.
When were you on TNN on You Can Be a Star?
I think it was 80. Maybe 84, 85.
Did you win?
Well, I won my daily, but I lost weekly.
Okay, let's go back a little ways. You had daily winners, and then all the daily winners would compete to become a weekly winner.
That's right.
And then the weekly winners would compete to be a monthly winner.
Yeah, or no, all those guys went for the championship, didn't they? I think there were several of them.
Anyway, you won on the daily basis.
Yeah.
You lost the other competition. Who beat you? Do you recall?
No, I don't recall. I don't. As a matter of fact, this is real interesting that I'm on the show tonight and that Mark's on the show tonight because he was one of my judges on You Could Be a Star.
And you want to hit him in the mouth.
Get out here, man.
Well, it's time to get back at everybody. No, he told me I treated him real nice. I gave him a real high score and stuff, I think.
He did?
I think I was probably why I won, you know.
Well, obviously it didn't slow you down, Aaron. Good to see you.
My pleasure to be here.
Like your mustache, too. Okay, we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to have another song from our guest star, KT Oslin. So stay with us.
Are your teeth sensitive? Do they hurt? Sensodyne toothpaste can help stop the domino effect that can start with sensitivity. Then pain can make you stop brushing and can lead to tooth loss. Sensodyne toothpaste helps stop the pain and the domino effect.
Big news from AT&T. Now you can get 1 free hour of high-quality AT&T long distance and enjoy special savings 24 hours a day. Just call this toll-free number and ask for the AT&T Reach Out America plan. Reach Out America gives you an additional 25% discount starting at 5 p.m. So you'll get the biggest discount during the best time to call. But that's just the beginning. The AT&T Reach Out America plan also gives you a 10% daytime discount.
Great.
Plus an hour of weekend and night calls. So you can call all across America for one low price.
Oh, my assistant just brought me a copy of the budget.
To order the AT&T Reach Out America plan, call 1-800-822-6660. You'll get a 25% discount off our already low prices from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. An hour of weekend and night calls, plus our daytime discount. It all adds up to savings 24 hours a day.
Hi, Grandma.
Yes, I'm fine, and so is Harry.
And it costs just $8.70 a month. Order the AT&T Reach Out America plan now, and we'll give you 1 free hour of long distance plus a special $5 savings. To order, call 1-800-822-6660. Need another reason?
Então, Maria, quer de novo?
The plan also includes an international discount at no extra charge.
I'll be there tomorrow.
You can even get an option that lets you save on calls away from home. Call 1-800-822-6660 for your free hour. And save on quality AT&T long distance, day and night. AT&T, the right choice.
Katie and Al here. Join us Friday for Video Morning.
3 hours of great country music video is a wonderful way to start the day. And tomorrow we'll have Clint Black, Merle Haggard, Reba, Randy Travis, Garth Brooks, and Dolly.
Plus, Katie will share a chapter from her new book, Mystery of the Haunted Gourd, right here on Video Morning.
Tonight on Nashville Now, we are launching the new KT Oslin album called Love in a Small Town, which looks like this. And it's her third album, and if she stays right on course, it'll go platinum, as the first two did. And this is from that album. By the way, this album has that wonderful song about Cornell Crawford. You've heard her sing that song. I love that song. Here is Still on My Mind, and here is KT Oslin.
Cause you're still on my mind. You're still on my mind. Oh, you know, I'm still missing pieces from this broken heart of mine. from this broken heart of mine. From this broken heart of
Okay, KT, thank you very much. Still on my mind. This portion of Nashville Now is sponsored by Campbell's Soup. Any time of day, Campbell's Soups are good.
Introducing Campbell's Cream of Broccoli Soup. It makes simple taste spectacular. Makes a broccoli bake everybody takes. Makes chicken broccoli divine. Because Campbell's new cream of broccoli starts as a very good soup.
Clint Black talks to us about his new album, This Week in Country Music.
Also on the show, we'll powwow with William Lee Golden and snake rattle and roll with the Bellamy Brothers. Join us for that and more.
This Week in Country Music.
Bobby, look! This is my favorite thing. Mickey says. He talks.
Hi, I'm Mickey Mouse.
Mickey will tell you what to do.
Find my nose. Good.
You can also play Simon Says.
Mickey says, find my tummy. Great. Find my ear.
You didn't say Mickey Says.
Mickey Says is 3 talking electronic games. It's learning, it's fun, and best of all, it's Mickey.
Great. Mickey said we did great.
Mickey Says from Milton Bradley.
Are your teeth sensitive? Do they hurt? Watch out for the domino effect. It could end in tooth loss. It's a chain reaction that can start with sensitive teeth. Then pain, which can make you stop brushing. That can lead to plaque buildup, gingivitis, periodontal disease, even tooth loss. Sensodyne helps stop the pain and the domino effect. Ask your dentist if you need Sensodyne, the toothpaste dentists recommend most for sensitive teeth. Help stop the pain and the domino effect with Sensodyne.
What's that great smell? Chicken. Oh, yeah. And stovetop stuffing. Your mom is making stovetop instead of potatoes? The celery, the onions, and all that great stuff? Think I could stay? Sure. Mom, can I eat it too, me?
Yes, but we're having chicken and stovetop.
What time?
8.
What time are you eating? 6, I think. Hello, Mom.
You can never get enough stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes. And to make as little or as much as you want, try stovetop in the canister.
From the heart of the country comes our song. Born in America and growing strong. It's about real people, you and me. It's about life and love and family. Listen to the heart of TNN. Listen to the heart of TNN. TNN, the heart of country. Now it is commonly known. The heart holds everything we own. It's where the love is. It's where the light is in you. Oh, yeah. Listen to the heart of TNN. Listen to the heart of TNN. TNN, the heart of country.
This has been bothering me all night. There's a young man on the front row who looks like Randy Travis. I want to know who he is. Look at this guy. Kathy, take a microphone over there. I want to meet this guy, would you? I want to find out who he is. You got a microphone? Sir, would you stand up so we can take a look at you? What is your name?
David Sakash.
David Sakash? Where are you from, David?
California.
Do people often ask you for your autograph thinking you're Randy Travis?
Well, I can't even go to the supermarket anymore.
What do you do?
I'm a personal computer specialist.
You ever met Randy Travis?
Yeah, I did a couple of years ago at the ACM Awards. I met KT there, too. I don't know if she remembers.
At the ACM Awards?
2 years ago, I came up to you after you won Female Vocalist.
I probably thought you were Randy.
You might have.
You sing?
Sometimes, when I'm bribed.
Do you sing? How much do you? What's your price? Do you sing his songs?
Of course. What else would I sing?
All right. Okay. Well, it's nice to see you, David. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. He looks remarkably like that.
I saw him out there, and I thought it was Randy. I really did a double take.
I noticed tonight in what we call the reverse shots into the audience, I kept seeing this guy on the front row, and I thought, who is that? KT, a question for you from the audience, a couple of them. Why do you wear gloves?
Well, someone gave me a beautiful pair of gloves. They were the prettiest things I'd ever had, and they were sort of dress-up gloves, and they went with this great outfit that I had, and I wore them for the first time on the 30th anniversary of the CMA show. That was the first, like, big thing I did down here, and I just put the gloves on to sort of complete my outfit, and people made such a stir out of it. I just sort of got a kick out of it, and so now I wear them when they work. I mean, I don't run around with gloves on going, "Hi, I'm KT Oslin, see my gloves." But I'll wear them when they're right, you know. I've got some new ones on tonight. Aren't they pretty?
Do fans send you gloves?
Yes, they do. They send me really cool gloves.
How many pairs do you have?
I probably have over 100.
Okay. Excuse me. Another question from the audience. Any truth to the way KT got her start, hiring her own hall and inviting producers?
Yes, essentially that's what I did. I did a showcase down here. I put a band together in Nashville, and I brought them down here. We flew on People's Express for $99, and I borrowed money, and I did a showcase here. I did 2 shows in one day and got absolutely nowhere. Except for one man, Harold Shedd, heard a song of mine that he liked, and he professed an interest in it, so I went back with the remaining money, and instead of eating, I made a demo tape and sent that to him, and that's what got the ball started.
Now, Harold Shedd, it should be noted, is Alabama's producer.
Well, he produced Alabama, absolutely. He's now head of Polygram Records here in Nashville.
But at that time, he was Alabama's producer.
Yes, he was Alabama's producer. Yep.
Were you that strapped for money in those days?
Snow was starting to look like a meal at that point.
Oh, that's funny.
See, how many ways can you cook snow? Yeah, I was kind of raunchy for a while. I don't ever want to get there again. Anybody that knows that lives in fear of it, I think.
Yeah, there's a song, it was on the back of Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash, called The Folk Singer. And one of the lines is that failure dogs at the heels of every entertainer. And I think that's true. People worry about that more than anything else. Okay, hey, this is going to be a treat. Jana King is going to step out front from our Nashville Now singing group, and she's going to join Mark Gray on stage. 2 great voices, and here they are together.
I love you, and I choke on my reply. I'd rather hurt you honestly than mislead you with a lie.
Who am I to judge you on what you say or do? I'm only just beginning to see the real you. Sometimes when you touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I wanna hold you till I die, till we both break down and cry. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides.
And all its strategy leaves me battling with my pride.
But through the insecurity, some tenderness survives.
I'm just another rider, still trapped within my truth.
You're a hell certain prize fighter trapped within your youth. Sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I wanna hold you till I'm tired, till we both break down and cry. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides. At times I understand you,
And I know how hard you tried.
I've watched while love commands you,
Yes, and I've watched love pass you by.
and at times I think we're drifters searching for a friend.
A brother or a sister, but then the passion's back again.
Sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I wanna hold you till I die, till we both break down and cry. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides.
Touch that remote. There's still lots more to come right here live on Nashville Now on the Nashville Network.
For 2 years, I waited for Mike Tyson. Then Buster Douglas come out of nowhere and flatten him. They said Buster got a good left jab and a big right hand, and that what made him the champ. I said it was luck.
We'll see. Douglas versus Holyfield for the heavyweight title. It's the moment of truth, and the truth is gonna hurt.
Exclusively on pay-per-view and closed-circuit TV.
Hillshire Farm, think about fast, think about good, think about fast, delicious ways that you could serve it up. Hillshire Farm, think about it, yeah, tonight.
You load the 16 ton. What do you get?
Tennessee Ernie Ford celebrates 5 decades of entertainment.
But we're going to show what you've been doing for the past 50 years.
All of it?
Pucker up, baby.
Not mine, it's his. Join his many friends in salute to America's favorite pea picker, Tennessee Ernie Ford, 50 Golden Years. Friday, 11 Eastern on TNN, the Nashville Network.
Folks, grab a pencil and get ready to save money on the newest thing in country music, Inside Country Music Video Magazine. You see, it's a fan magazine on videotape. The first edition is 1 hour and 45 minutes of entertainment and insider stories you've never been able to see before. You'll get features on Randy Travis, Tammy Wynette, the Oak Ridge Boys, the Bellamy Brothers, Roy Clark, and much more. And this is just the first of 6 editions. There's another one coming every 60 days. In stores, you'd pay as much as $19.95 for each one. But you can subscribe to Inside Country Music and get 6 editions for just $9.99 each. You save up to $10 on each tape by subscribing. You'll get a new tape every 60 days, and your subscription has a money-back guarantee. You know, I've seen a lot of television, but there's simply nothing else like this. You're going to love it.
Have your Visa or MasterCard ready and call 1-800-238-9300 for your charter subscription and get 6 editions for $9.99 each plus shipping. Order now.
Oh, by the way, next Wednesday night is Halloween night, and we, of course, are going to have a special show. But if you plan to come to this show and be in our audience, we want you to dress up. And we may even give a prize for the best costume of the night. So if you're going to come to the show, think about that. Now, let's go back to our special guest, the new kid from South Carolina, the new kid at RCA, Aaron Tippin.
parked my car beside the highway, and I didn't lock the doors. Left a note there with the keys. If he cranks the French, he's yours. And then I struck out across Texas on a walk-in line to line. Now I'm halfway across Mexico. You're still on my mind. This road is going nowhere. This leads me on and on. As I ask myself with every step, will I ever be alone? I wonder just how far it is over you. Is there no place I go that you don't come? When I left Tennessee, I thought we were through. Now I wonder how far it is over you. I was deep in California. I finally made a friend. It was me and that old hobo till you showed up again. But then he ran out of liquor, and I've run out of time. I'm standing by the ocean, but you're still on my mind. I'm staring at the waters, so blue, deep and wide, and a man can lose the memory over on the other side. I wonder just how far it is over you. Is there no place I go that you don't come to? 'Cause when I left Tennessee, honey, I thought we were through. Now I wonder how far it is over you. I parked my car beside the highway, and I didn't lock the doors. Left a note there with the keys. It cranks the French, she's yours.
Okay, Aaron, thank you very much. Well, tonight's the night, the moment of truth. Tonight is the night that James Buster Douglas goes into the ring against Evander Holyfield. And this is night 4 for us at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas via Starcatcher. Let's go back there and say hello again to Chris Lane. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Ralph, and thank you very, very much. Well, our guest is to be Jimmy Vaccaro. Now, he is the Mirage odds maker, and he's in charge of the book there. That means all of the betting. And he's probably having trouble getting to our vantage point, which is immediately to the left of the fight arena itself because of this crowd. The crowd is humongous. It's just huge. And there is that magic air now that the event has taken over. Events seem to have a life of their own, just as fear does, and fear begets fear. Well, this event is begetting all kinds of tremendous feelings just before the fight. Moments ago, the champion, James Douglas, came by and said hi as he went in to get warmed up. He looked very determined. He was very warm. He seemed very, very loose. If it be you and me, we'd probably be a basket case at this particular point. In regards to the odds, which Jimmy was going to acquaint us with, the last we heard is that at the moment, Holyfield is still the favorite. Now, according to him, yesterday afternoon after the weigh-in, at which time James Buster Douglas weighed in at 246 pounds. When he fought Tyson, he weighed 230 pounds. Well, that caused a flurry of betting. In fact, over $500,000 worth on Holyfield. But it's tremendously split here among the experts, whether it's Dr. Ferdy Pacheco or whether it's the man who's in charge of the Boxing Illustrated magazine. It makes no difference. They are terribly split. One will say that because of his size, he can win. The others will say, well, because of that extra weight, it's going to be difficult to go with a faster man. So we'll have to find out. Indeed, tonight is the moment of truth. There's to be a tremendous show this evening of fireworks. There's all kinds of laser activity to be done. Winston Marsalis will be playing the national anthem, as he is so famous for doing. There's all kinds of Hollywood and sports stars here tonight. Tommy Lasorda is to be here, Clint Eastwood, and on and on and on. And it seems to be a closed parade as well. As you can well imagine, the security here is tremendous. The tension has become very, very high. And, of course, we'll all know in just a very short while, perhaps, what is it, 12 rounds, 3 minutes each, and then 12 one-minute breaks between rounds. That's about 48 minutes. We should really know what's going on this evening. I can tell you that the crowd here seems tremendously split. In other words, if you walk up to someone, as I was a little while ago, just plain fans, you'll understand that they don't know who's going to win, and everybody's kind of, let's wait and see. In speaking with that, Randy Travis has himself a new record, and one of the lyrics in that record reads, "Your heroes will help you find goodness in yourself." I think you'll find some of that in this piece I sat down and did with the champion of the world, James Buster Douglas. Let me share it with you right now. On this particular fight, as the last one, you're not the favorite. That's comfortable. Would you actually prefer to be the person that's got to overcome?
Well, really, it doesn't really bother me that they don't have me as the favorite, being the champion. It's something that, you know, self-motivation. I've always been self-motivated, and in all my endeavors, it's a thing of just going out there and doing the best job that I can. And I feel comfortable that October 25th that I will retain my title.
On your last fight, when you won against Tyson in Tokyo, you dedicated that fight to your mama. Are you dedicating this fight to her?
Well, each and every one, and it's a thing that and I'm still motivated in the loss of my mother. She was very inspirational to me. She meant a great deal to me, and it's a thing that I'll carry into the ring each and every time.
All right. Because you're still a new champion, what's been the hardest thing to handle with all the success?
Well, it hasn't really been hard at all. It's been very enjoyable. It's been a pleasant thing. It's something that I've grown accustomed to, and I enjoy being a heavyweight champion. And that's one of the reasons why I'm expected to retain my title, because I enjoy being a heavyweight champion.
If it comes down to want to, more than the skill, you sure as heck have had the want to. You were an underrated person for quite a while. You were, I guess, got the collar of being not enough heart. Well, you sure dispelled all of that. What are the key motivations for you on this?
Well, it's something now that becoming a heavyweight champion, I want to be remembered as a great heavyweight champion. And coming back and fighting a guy such as Evander and defeating him will help me put a stitch in that, you know, on that milestone. And it's something that's a goal of mine now, is to be one of the great heavyweight champions.
Okay. We all have that little bitty moment when, you know, just before you go to sleep, or there's a quiet second, which is rare for you at this point. What's the main thought that goes through your mind when you look back over it all at this point?
It was achieving an all-time dream, something that I used to dream about when I was a kid. You know, being a heavyweight champion of the world, what it would be like, or, you know, not necessarily being a heavyweight champ, but just champion. It was something that, you know, I just look back on, and, you know, it's something I will have for the rest of my life. You know, I will have that moment to savor, and, you know, it's a real pleasant thought.
That night in Tokyo, when it happened, how long after that was it that it really sunk in that you are now the champion of the world? Was it immediate, or was it a couple of days, or how did that come about?
Well, I had to say it was about a month and a half that it really struck me. I woke up one morning and I was like, you know, hey, I'm the heavyweight champion of the world. It was great. It's been great.
Did you have a hero when you were growing up, or did you have a hero as a boxer when you started boxing?
Well, my father was a professional fighter, and he was one of my heroes. And, you know, I had several others, Jack Johnson, Rocky Marciano, you know, great other fighters as well, you know, in the boxing profession. But, you know, we all have our sports heroes.
Yeah, yeah. How about a personal hero? Anybody that wasn't a fighter that was a hero?
Well, I had a hero of mine that was a little league football coach that I admired a lot. You know, it was someone that I respected and he cared genuinely for me and the other guys.
You have a son. What is it you want to pass on to him?
Determination. And anything that you can do, that you feel you can do it. And not only to my son, but it's any youth in the world today. They're determined. They don't have to have, have 10 or 15 people believing in them, as long as you believe in it and you have a belief in the Lord Jesus Christ.
Some warm moments with the champion. Thank you. Back to you, Ralph.
Okay, Chris, good job. Thank you very much. Chris Lane, the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas. Tonight is the night. We'll be back in a moment.
I'm James Buster Douglas. I'm the heavyweight champion because I knocked out Mike Tyson.
Oh, what an uppercut from Douglas. Tyson's in deep trouble.
Some people think it was luck. Evander Holyfield thinks it was luck. He thinks he's the next champion. He's right about one thing. He's next.
Douglas versus Holyfield for the heavyweight title. It's the moment of truth, and the truth is gonna hurt.
Exclusively on pay-per-view and closed-circuit TV.
Kitchen Center appliance. When you add it all up, no single appliance makes more sense. The Oster Kitchen Center appliance. There is no.
The Perkins women are baking.
Nestle's Toll House cookies.
Here's the secret ingredient. Nestle Toll House morsels, that's a secret?
They're so rich and creamy.
Yeah, rich and creamy.
I think the Nestle Toll House morsels are the creamiest.
Rich, creamy Nestle Toll House morsels make your house a Toll House.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Now, 24-ounce Nestle Toll House morsels come in this resealable bag. Rich, creamy, and easy to use.
I grew up on a farm just down the road. I know most everybody in town and handle the insurance for quite a few. I'm their State Farm agent, Dennis Hoffroge. My job is to help my neighbors, to help them protect their families and the things they've worked for. It's a job I take seriously. Every State Farm agent does. You know, State Farm started out in small towns just like this. People trying to help their neighbors. And we're still helping.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Interested in joining a fan club? Call 1-900-FUN-on-TNN to find out how. Hear from your favorite artists and listen in on the exciting events you can participate in. Each call costs 95 cents per minute.
Real name was Brenda Gale Webb, but she became famous as Loretta Lynn, Brenda Lee, or Crystal Gale. Think you know? Call 1-900-FUN on TNN and test your knowledge of country music trivia. You could win great prizes. Each call costs 95 cents per minute.
All right, my friends. We're going to go back to live music here at Nashville Now on one of our stages. Here again is the great voice of Mark Gray.
Under your wing when I couldn't fly, and you answered all of my questions why love had passed me by. You had the strength of the mountains touching the sky, hear the rush of the rivers that never run dry. I'll be yours till the end of time. You made me love, it's so unreal. Made an emotionless man feel. Started a fire here in my heart that's out of control. And didn't believe wrapped all my dreams in paper of blue. Took all my wishes and made them come true. I owe it all to you. You made me love. It's so unreal. Made an emotionless man feel. Started a fire here in my heart. It's out of control.
Thank you very much, Mark Gray. This portion of Nashville Now is brought to you by Kraft. Touch of Butter Spread. It's made with rich, creamy butter. A touch of real butter makes a real difference.
Can you believe it when some margarines say buttery taste and there's no butter in them? Kraft Touch of Butter Spread has rich, creamy butter in it. Just a touch. Kraft Touch of Butter. A touch of real butter makes a real difference.
It's so simple, and yet...
Look at the use of color. So bold. You know.
I hear the artist was discovered at the supermarket. No.
Blueprints by Brawny. Available for exhibit in your kitchen.
Howdy! Hey, Minnie, I just saw you in a Goodies headache powder commercial.
Yes, you did.
And in it, you ask folks what's the #1 thing they like about the South. But nobody asked you.
Well, it would have to be the people, Ralph.
Did you enjoy making the Goodies commercials?
Oh, I did. Because, you see, I use Goodies, and they're good people.
They make a fine product.
Yes, they do.
Goodies, the South's #1 headache powder.
One turkey thin coming up. Who's got the roast beef on rye? Now that's a sandwich. Yeah, step down. Who's hungry?
I'm hungry.
Well, what'll it be? Hungry?
Ham on wheat, and I like it thin.
Thin? Everybody likes it thin.
Introducing Thin Sliced, new from Oscar Mayer. Finally, that delicious deli taste comes fresh from your kitchen counter.
Yo, Vin, save some for the customer.
What's the name of this place anyway?
Hey, how about Dad's Deli?
A Halloween question. What has ghosts and goblins, country songs, lots of spooky fun, and is sweet as candy? The answer right after this.
It's never been like this. Sweet dreams you can't resist. A dream as sweet as this. N-E-S-T-L-E-S. Alpine white. Creamy light. Alpine white's the very best. N-E-S-T-L-E-S. Sweet dreams you can't resist.
The answer. Nashville Now special Halloween show. Wednesday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central on TNN. Brought to you by Nestle with limited commercials. Bring the Nestle's family of candies home to your family.
Now, at the top of the show, K.T. Oslin talked about a mean old New York cab driver, and she called him darling. And that led her to record this old song. Here's K.T. Oslin.
Yeah, y'all remember that old song, You Call Everybody Darling? Ah, the guitar player remembers it too. But do you remember the verse, Mr. Guitar Player? Though you're always waxing sentimental, your sweet words are all I ever hear. But you don't really give a continental honey, deep down in your heart, you're not sincere, 'cause you call everybody darling, and everybody calls you darling too. You don't mean what you say, it's just a game you play. Someday you'll find someone else who plays as well as you. Make some room for me. 'Cause if you call everybody darling, then love won't come in knocking at your door. And as the years go by, you'll sit and wonder why. Hey, why don't nobody call me darling anymore? Dedicate this to that New York cab driver. Say something to him, Ralph.
How about
There's a good start. Yeah, I'm going to sing the harmonica part now on this because we were too cheap to hire him. Whoa, 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 yes, if you run around calling everyone in town your little darling, then love won't come and knocking at your door. Lord, and as the days go by, you're gonna sit around wondering, oh, why don't nobody call you darling? Why don't nobody call you darling? Why don't nobody call you darling anymore?
I love it. Let's go over here. I'll tell you, honey, you can run your gloves through my hair anytime. Let's see, tomorrow night, Dobie Gray, Dave and Sugar, Billy and Terry Smith, Cousin Benny Pearl, and via Starcatcher, we'll go back to the Mirage Hotel one more time to wrap up our week out there. Now, let's call the roll. would you please applaud Aaron Tippin over here? Aaron, good job. How about George Lindsey Jr.? And Mark Gray. And George Lindsey Sr. And the lady with the nice hands, K.T. Oslin. That's our show. Mr. Whitehurst, let's go home. Good night, everybody.
You're invited to spend a ghoulishly delightful Halloween evening with Barbara Mandrell and the Mandrell Sisters. Wednesday night on TNN.